Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be playing the Necromancer. We're going to be doing a Curse 7, but we're going to be playing with them with a twist. Now the runes we're going for are Executioner, Dash Mastery, Sure-Footed, Generalist, and Multicast Mastery. We don't need Weapon Expert and we don't need the Minion Commanding Presence because, well, you'll see in a little bit. Now we are doing a full Curse 7. We'll do the Caves of Dal Zog and let's get into it. Now the plan for today will be one, to get rid of our starting skill because we don't actually want to use it. It doesn't really benefit us. It is there to heal minions as well as deal doom. We don't really need it to deal doom. There are going to be other skills. Although maybe the skill will be kept, we'll see how it goes. But in my mind, what I'm picturing right now does not involve using Unholy Bolt, so we will see. Alright, so we already got Doom, so we can probably get rid of Unholy Bolt. We are looking for Chromatic Bolt, obviously, because of having Generalist. And we will be looking at taking some other skills that are necessary for this to work out. Now I said we're doing this as a twist, and the whole twist to playing the Necromancer today is going to be not using minions at all. Now, obviously, what is the point of a Necromancer if you don't use minions? Well, we are going to show you. So for starters, we are going to start with a nice Thunderstrike over here. We might change it off to Chain Lightning, but we will see how things go. Also what the cooldown of them is. And then we'll grab the 15% cooldown, damage as well. Alright, so there we go. A nice Thunderstrike hit over there. Killed pretty much all of the elites. And we get some more levels. So again, Epic Power, Relentless is definitely the way to go. And we got ourselves a Chain Lightning, which we are then going to take. Their cooldown are the same. For now, we'll take Chain Lightning as well, and we are going to grab the HP and then some crit chance for when we don't have Dazed up, if that ever happens. Alright, so the lightning skills, or electric skills in this case, are there so that we can have Dazed applied to the enemies, and therefore we are able to crit them more often without the need for 100% crit. Alright, so now we're going to go for the Death Claw. We're going to go for increased damage. Again, a rare lethality. Crit chance is always great to have. We're getting more and more. We're going to have to decide which one of these we are keeping. Okay, we're going to go for the rare Behemoth as well. Life means that we'll be able to take a little bit more of a hit and then some cast frequency on the Lightning Bolt. We might stick with just Lightning Bolt just because of its cooldown compared to the others. And the fact that it hits it shoots 3 bolts is actually a bonus over here. So it might just help us a little bit in the run. So far we're actually playing as a lightning mage, I guess is a better way to put it, if you had to compare us to something. And we just need to aim. Originally with the bolt skills, a lot of them used to be random projectiles, so you never used to have control of where they would shoot, but that was changed a while back, and you now have full control, I guess is the word. For these skills, so that you are able to control where you shoot them, because previously we never. And we actually got hit by the Reaper over there, and that's why I stopped talking, because I was like, oh no, what just happened there? We landed up getting hit by the Reaper, and therefore we lost a life. So that wasn't very good to happen to us. Over here, we're going to take the slow. Maybe we can get a hypothermia nice and early. and we will grab the area of effect of Thunderstruck. So now we have to be extra vigilant because we've already lost a life. So we need to now try not to die again. We don't have any hard hitting skills. There is Thunderstruck, but I don't think we're going to land up getting it off too often. So we will look at replacing that now for something else. Maybe Chaos Bomb or something that can just deal a lot of damage to the bosses with low effort. So we'll see what we can find. Alright, so we're going to grab that over there. Trying to think what it was called, expansive, sorry. Then we're going to go for the multicast for the missiles, because we are probably going to keep the lightning bolt over these two over here. As you can see, it does deal 1400 damage, as well as it actually does shoot randomly. I thought they changed most of them to be where you're aiming, but lightning bolt did not get changed. So let's grab ourselves a poison bolt as well. I think we can get rid of chain lightning there. Banish Leviathan always, and go for the crit. We could make this maybe a bolt build. We do have enough bolts. There is, I believe, we would be able to get the firebolt on the Necromancer as well, so it definitely is viable. So we could do that. We will take a look at that as soon as we cross it. But getting ourselves the not the poison, getting ourselves Chaos Bomb. Although we don't need it now, we got Chromatic Bolt, so maybe we could go Firebolt, and then I don't know what the sixth skill will be though, because we will have had. Oh, we got Frostbolt as well. Okay, yeah, we can do that most definitely. So we're gonna go cast frequency, add some Doom, and for now, we'll take the Magic Missile instead of the Thunderstruck. It's such a pity that Magic Missile isn't a bolt skill. It is a missile, so technically we could just do a missile bolt, and then that would work out fine. And there we go. All of the bosses are down for the first wave. Now we've just got 4 more to go. The nice thing about the bolt skills is they actually hit quite often. So when we are looking at cast frequency, we can see that they have very low cast frequencies, especially if we keep getting cast frequency for them, especially the lightning bolt. I do believe it is very, very strong damage wise. I mean, 1400 damage, including the damage from the dazed, gets procced before the damage calculation. So very, very strong bolt. But it is randomly targeting, so that's a little bit of a meh part of the build or the skill. But other than that, we should be good. So let's go and kill ourselves some more bosses, hopefully without dying, and go from there. We landed up with 2 Eternal Guardians, which, I mean, is actually good for us because they're quite easy to deal with, but it also means 2 times lasers. So very irritating, but a lot better than some of the other bosses that you could maybe get. And playing with these bolt skills makes it so that we have a lot of range, and we can quite safely play in the background while killing them and not have to worry about anything else really, except for dodging some circles. So as you can see, we are destroying these bosses. and this Void Hunter over there can die. And we have 9 level ups, so we're going to go area of effect of missiles. We can grab ourselves, what do we have? Some damage for lightning bolt. We can grab more doom. Damage increase for shadow is fine. Oh, there's shadow bolt as well. Okay, there we go. Go cast frequency over here, and we're actually going to grab a little bit of movement speed, and we can keep going. Alright, so we have our bolt build up and running. We do have a magic missile. I'll call it a missile build more than a bolt build, because we do have everything is a missile. And yeah, let's see how we do. So far we're doing quite well within Curse 7 with it. I do know that a lot of people said that the power of the bolts or the bolt skills was very underwhelming, but this will be a good indicator of that. We do have Unholy Bolt as well, as so it is a new skill to the Necromancer, so it should be relatively good, but we will see. We do have 2 skills that cause doom, which isn't usually that great, so we might change Shadow Bolt out for our Firebolt as soon as we find it. But it doesn't really matter. We've got all the missile skills, so it depends on what we do. I don't even think the Necromancer can get Firebolt, but if we can, if I see it, we will take it over Shadow Bolt, and then we have each like debuff from the skills. So we got Fire, Poison, Dazed, or Electric. We got each element is a better way of saying it. So that's really, really cool. Again, we just got to try our hardest to dodge everything, and we will be in the clear. We did, unfortunately, die to the Reaper in the beginning, if you, in case, decided to do a little bit of a click through, and you didn't see that part. So if you're wondering why I have 1 life, it is because I died to the Reaper. But this is going surprisingly well. I have been trying to do this with a whole lot of different skills, and I just thought to myself today, why don't I try bolt skills? And wham bam, it is working magnificently. Well, I mean missile skills, not bolt. And we seem to be doing a decent job over here. The only one that I wish was targeted would be lightning bolt. But unfortunately, you can't choose where you shoot it. It just shoots wherever it wants. Alright, we have not killed the boss in a little bit, and that is a cause of a lot of damages happening to us. Although we're not actually getting damaged, but we got bosses spawning before we've killed the other ones. So let's have a look here. We can do some multicast. Area of effect we don't really need, so let's go for damage. We can go for more cast frequency, definitely some damage. There is another Chaos Bolt, so there are a lot of bolt skills, and there are a lot of missile skills. We do have Chromatic Bolt, which might be better. I think we'll just stick with the Chromatic Bolt and the Shadow Bolt over that. We can go Burn to Slow, Fragility to Bleed. Hopefully we can find ourselves a Hypothermia along the way, as that will definitely help with our damage. As you can see, our output just isn't quite there yet. Although we are killing the bosses, it's going a little bit too slow for my liking. But it is there, so at least the bosses are dying. They're just not dying as quickly as I would like. Also, we need to kill this prophetess because she is irritating. Okay, we actually have 3 more level ups, so let's do that. There's the Frost Bolt. So I think we can actually change the Shadow Bolt for Frost Bolt, and I think it also increases our chances of grabbing the Hypothermia. It might be better to get rid of the Poison Bolt. That's in the direction we're aiming, and that's random. We already have Unholy Bolt, so we'll get rid of the Shadow Bolt. And hopefully, by doing this, we can grab ourselves a Fragility. I mean, a Hypothermia. But we can only tell by the time. But hopefully this works. So this is one of the problems with the Prophetess. As soon as you get close to them, she decides, no, it's time for me to use my huge AoE, and then you are stuck trying to run away from her when you should be close to them. So there it is again. Perfect example. But she died. We are going to kill these bosses just before the other ones spawn, which is fantastic. So there we go. We've killed all of them, and we've only got the final bosses left anyway, so that's actually really good news. We killed them a lot faster than I thought I would, compared to what we did with the bosses before. And we can go and destroy some of these towers, now that we have some free time on our plate, and we're not really worried about the bosses. So we're going to grab ourselves more crit modifier, and some more cast frequency. Don't really need the Venomous or Burn. We've already got the Poison Bolt and the... Although we don't have Burn, so, you know, but we do not really have to worry about that. Anyway, final bosses. Let's go. Did we get a Prophetess? Yes, we did. It's so irritating. Alright, let's try and focus on the boss. We've nearly killed the Deathbringer, so that's really good for us. We can, if I was focusing on where my cursor was, then that would be fantastic as well. I think the nice thing about this build as well is you don't really have to worry too much about skill opacity, because everything is a bolt skill, so there isn't the huge AoEs caused by you, so you don't really have to worry about not being able to see what's going on your screen, besides for the boss's own abilities. So really good for that sense, but really bad for no, actually the damage has been pretty good. I mean, we're destroying Curse 7 with it anyway, so I actually think the damage is pretty decent over here. Again, it's just this Prophetess who is irritating me because of every time I get close, she decides she wants to use her AoE to keep me away. I also think, I don't know if they changed the Fire Incarnation recently, but it does look like the bug that there was with his AoE and his Flamethrower has been fixed. So we don't really get hurt by it when we are out of its range, which its range used to be a lot longer than what the indicator used to show. So I don't feel that right now. I don't see us being hit that hard by it. So I don't know if he was changed, but I don't recall that being anything in the patch notes. But I didn't really look at many of the bug fixes, so it's very, very possible. I just don't remember them. So he's dead, which is great. We just need to get rid of this chickie. There we go. She's dead. And last but not least is the Ice Incarnation, and done and dusted. So we did it in 14 minutes. It's a bit slow, but we did use only the missile skills. So that was really, really cool. Really interesting build. And yeah, let's see which one dealt the most damage. And I think it's going to be Thunderbolt. So let's just have a look over here. There we go. Thunderbolt dealing 25 million. Unholy Bolt with 14 million. this is our fastest victory with this weapon. It is only our first victory with Curse 7 on this weapon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.